Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we've got a legend in the studio today. We have Mr. Swampy himself with the Four Rivers and their upcoming annual event. So it's been a year since you've been here, but we appreciate you coming in today and talking about stuff.
Well, I appreciate you guys inviting me back every year.
Yeah.
So, but Four Rivers Arts and Crafts is having their annual Harvest Home Festival. We have, I did some checking this morning. We've been in existence. The Four Rivers has for 49 years.
Wow.
And, some people ask, how to get its name, the Harvest Home Festival. When we first started, we even had harvest material. So we had corn, we had the pumpkins, all that. And that lasted for a few years at the beginning, but it just got, you get a couple bad harvests and that takes away from it, so that got dropped. But we've been out at the 4-H Fairgrounds, I believe, about 45 years of our shows. I know we started out, our first show was in 4-H, I'm sorry, the Knights of Columbus, when they were downtown just off the square. That building, unfortunately, is long gone. But we're hoping for good weather this year. Last year we were blessed with good weather, so and we got more food vendors this year. We got our limit of food vendors, so there should be something out there for everyone. Hopefully the lines won't be nearly as long as they were a couple, 3 years ago. And I've been told we picked up a few more crafters. So,
okay.
So we're rebounding from the government shutdown a few years ago.
So kind of taking a step back, what is Four Rivers in itself? And then, of course, we can talk about the event and what people can expect to see there.
Well, the Four Rivers, it got its name from RC&D. Shortly after they were founded, after they got organized, they joined a federal government agency called RC&D, and Rural Development and I have to apologize. I just drew a blank.
It's all good.
But the name of the organization, and they're still in existence, but they don't have the. They were funding organizations like the Arts and Crafts. We had the farmers market. They were funding the farmers market. They helped with Eagle Slough, which was a preserve down there at Evansville. That was their mission, but. When they cut us off about 15 years ago, we kept the name because they were known as the Four Rivers. And they controlled the southwest Indiana section of it. And that's how we got our name, Four Rivers. And they named the first one, the Harvest Home Festival, because we did have harvest material, like I said, the corn on the cob and all that, and we kept that name.
So Four Rivers Arts and Crafts, is this like a group of crafters and builders and creators that, of course, make products for people then?
Yes. To be a vendor, you're supposed to have has to be handcrafted or hand embellished. So you can get a good example would be fruit baskets. Not everybody can make a fruit basket that is presentable, but so they get all the different things, they put them together, and they got some people embellish. They'll buy like birdhouses, and they'll make them more like an indoor decoration as opposed to being outdoors. So they will. That'd be more of a craft. Your artists are making stuff from scratch.
Yes, that makes sense. So with this Harvest Home Festival, first I would love to know when it is, because I know we haven't touched on that yet, but what kind of arts and crafts are we expected to be able to see and potentially purchase there?
Well, to tackle the first question, we will be the 21st and the 22nd, a Saturday and Sunday, of October, so it's coming up in a couple weeks. We will be at the 4-H Fairgrounds. We do have, and it's not our doing, but we do have a $3 parking fee per vehicle. One person or 10 people, it's still per vehicle. And what to expect out there is it changes from year to year. It could be just about anything. We try to get as many different types of artists and craftsmen as we can. I feel comfortable in saying that you will not find any of it, in your especially your big box stores. Because a lot of the stuff is unique, and some of them can be personalized.
Yes.
Some of the artisans can and will, or have in the past, let me say it that way, personalized, especially like Christmas ornaments and what have you. So, and you can get, you can get your Halloween decorations, your Thanksgiving decorations, your Christmas decorations for sure. There's going to be, those three are pretty much covered at this time of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the perfect time now to get your holiday shopping done, and this would be the place. You want something personalized, you want something handmade and unique, this is going to be the place for you to get all of that done, right?
Correct. At least that was the intent of the organization. Let's put it. So hopefully you can find something you like out there.
Now, is this event sunrise to sunset those 2 days, or do we have time frames?
Okay, we open at 9 o'clock on Saturday, close at 4, and we open at 10 o'clock on Sunday, close at 4.
See, I know the yard sailor in me needs to know when you guys open, because you guys will probably have people waiting ready to go right when you first open.
Actually, be honest with you, it's not a locked or closed situation. All of the doors will be open at 6 o'clock in the morning, because we got to get our vendors in there, and so the doors are left open. There is no security. So one year I did not sell a thing between while the show was on, but I made a killing before and after the show had officially.
Really?
So, and I'm not the only one. Matter of fact, we were 10 to 10 on both days, but it got so many people were showing up at 8:30. We decided to go to 9 to 10 on Saturday,
goodness.
and by 8 o'clock people were selling stuff.
Yeah.
So but yeah, officially 9 to 4, 10 to 4.
We got to put it out there so everyone knows, and they can be respectful of when the show is. Of course, although selling early is good, you guys put on this event for it to be a full-on event. So definitely wanted to make sure that was out there. Swampy, what's your favorite part of the Harvest Home Festival? You've been doing this for a lot of years now.
I've been doing it since '94. Been on the board of directors since '97. Good question. I never thought of. I'm a people person. I've been in with the Boy Scouts. I work at the museum. I like people. And what I really like about teaching my fly tying, because I used to do a wood carving demonstration. I used to explain that, and being that I was a president, there's a lot of stuff that I cannot do at my booth because I'm elsewhere.
Yes.
Which is one reason why I went to the fly time, because I'm in the main. I am in the Clover Pavilion, so I'm right there where the office is, but I like the idea of having people come down and sit down and talk, and I am constantly amazed at our young people. I've had kids 8, 9 years old and can keep up with me knot for knot on tying flies. They're that gifted. And one of my favorite, I do like playing the game of chess, and the museum has a chess day every Monday, and I've been going to that, and I've been more than amazed of how talented some of these here 10, 11-year-old kids are at the game of chess.
We have heard our fair share. Kathy Bachman is just overly excited. Chess night is a hit over at the museum, so that's exciting to hear from you as well.
Yeah, and I'm working with Kathy. We're scheduling a. This is supposed to be 4 Rivers, but that's okay. I'll plug the museum anyway. Sometime in January, February, we're going to have a day of chess. We'll be on a Saturday, and it'll start at 10 and go to 4. And well, that's every time we've had it, it gets bigger and bigger. So it's and the thing is the kids are, which is a good thing, are getting really interested in that sort of stuff. Could give a good example is last weekend down at the square, all those young crafters, entrepreneurs, and I'm hoping that the bug bites them and bites them really bad because we could use a few more vendors. I hate to say that, but for some reason we all grow old and move on.
Yes, I mean that's kind of the uniqueness and kind of bringing us back to the Harvest Home Festival itself. That's what makes it unique every single year, is that yes, you're going to have those vendors who are there ride or die until they can't no longer, but also you're going to have new people. You're going to have different things coming in and out of the doors every single time. So it's never, I think we can kind of say it's never going to be the same going to this event or seeing what type of crafts are going to be there.
Yeah, 4 Rivers is the oldest continuous running show or craft show in the state. We're not the largest. We are one of the largest, but I think the one in Evansville usually beats us size-wise, and of course the the Covered Bridge Festival, almost up in Brown, I believe it's in Brown County area, is a little bit larger. The thing is, though, we are all 4 Rivers, we're all in one location. The Covered Bridge is all over the place.
And that's kind of what makes it different, too. We're not in a metropolitan area. This is rural Dubois County, and all of these people flock here to host this event. And I think that kind of ties in your favorite part, which is, the people.
Yeah.
It makes it an experience, and it makes a little community in those 2 days.
I agree. That's a good way of putting it. So,
well, Swampy, is there anything else we need to make sure to tell the people today?
I think we covered everything. Thank you.
Of course, yeah. We're very excited for your annual event, as per usual. And remind us of the 2 days. It's Saturday and Sunday, October
21st and 22nd.
And it's
9 to 4 Saturday, 10 to 4 on Sunday. But if you get a little bit early, there's no waiting. You just if no one's there to sell, at least you can check it out and come back.
Fair enough. So, of course, the Dubois County 4-H Fairgrounds is going to be where it's at that weekend. So we appreciate your time today and all of the great stuff you do with 4 Rivers, and we look forward to seeing what fun stuff everyone brings to the festival this year.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much at home for watching. Again, the 4 Rivers Harvest Home Festival is coming up here soon in Dubois County, so make sure you head on over to the Dubois County 4-H Fairgrounds, and we are local people watching local people.